So I've been thinking about Megaperk and Methweed and Jurassic Park and Bud Smith and even the Love Helix, though he's been very distant and doesn't let you stitch or duet his racist videos. Can't help that. No fixin' Love Helix, but he's a force of nature. And yeah, I do miss him. I miss TikTok. But I'm going to stick to this waiting a week before I get back on there because I don't want them to like me and expect content from me and think of me as a friend. Because I don't know why. I actually really like them. I really like the people of TikTok. Sugar Pounds and I don't know who else have you. I honestly, like, I remember names. I check them out. I care about the numbers of trolls that have come out in opposition to me. Like, the biggest prime I know now is no longer Twinos Vuzi Ski, which TikTok taught me, but it's now Toon Threesian. Threezy, what? Oh my goodness, it's a tough one to remember. Threezy Eint Tuian, Ninny Zvent Oneian, uh, Feezy Thrun. So it is a 12 trillion number. 12 Threesian is 12 trillion. There's overlap between the two systems, and the rest of it just flows. The number of millions in this number is 999. So Toon Threesian, what did I say anyway? Threesy Eint, Tuian, Ninny Zvent Oneian. I'm pretty sure this is a prime, and it's definitely the biggest number I know. And I don't want to start remembering huge numbers. I don't see the point. But like, the person that did that got that number in my head, was this terrible judgmental, like, crassist that was like, I don't want to learn from people like you, and you know, what you did that got you put in jail probably hurt people pretty bad. And actually, you know what? I'm open to that kind of conversation. Like, my fuck ups have been extreme. And I have hurt people, and I don't feel good about it. And I would like to talk about it. But people like that are finger wagging turn me off from my confessional. Like, I'm totally okay just talking about making amends for my mistakes and trying to find specific people, especially that I've hurt, but moreover, just paying it forward and trying to make my luckiness true for others, which I guess is going to have to be in some form of business. And I've never been a businessman, but I'm so fucking bored of this quarantine, of my life. What do I do in my life as I go next door and shop? And then now that the quarantine, TikTok's all come about since the quarantine, now I just refresh TikTok. And what's amazing is that most of the time there's something there. But it makes me into a slavish, drooling beast, like a gross thing, when you just you like every comment, you reply to every comment, you make videos, you check on things. It's not friendship the way I think of friendship, because it's impersonal and distant, and you don't know any of them, but you get the feeling not just that they know you, but that they like you and you like them, and that you're doing something together. And I guess it's just like, it's a little like what YouTube in the distant past used to be like for me before I became such a loser and just totally irrelevant to the people of YouTube. And I don't want to do that with TikTok. I don't want to flame out. but I also don't kind of want to flame. I don't want the same experience. And I want my fucking daughter, man. I can't get to see her until I get a vaccine. I can't travel. And I guess I'm just gonna go try and call her right now. But I try like every day, and she's been playing with a friend recently, which is really good. And I don't want to interrupt that. But man, I've been cheated out of fatherhood. It's like not coming back either. She's 9. It's too late for her to love her dad the way young girls love their dad, like idealize him. And plus I'm disabled, so I can't like walk around with her on my shoulders anymore. And she's disabled, and her situation is just so sad. Her mom loves her plenty, so I'm not like worried that she's being abused. But her mom was unreliable and abusive to me, so I'm worried about... I wish I could make sure she's okay by just walking into the other room. And that's such a natural act. And it's so ridiculous that people talk about cucking people like that's a good thing. Like, oh, I got away with another man raising my child. It's so backwards. Because raising a child is actually, in real life, awesome. It's so wonderful. And my best memory is just straight up changing her and her smiling up at me. Like, I love that. Give me the poop and give me a baby smile any day of the week. But it's just never going to happen again for me. And it didn't really happen the first time. And it just makes me hit my head, you know? It makes me feel terrible. But that's why I YouTube and TikTok, because I'm broken. And that's why I don't want to be successful on TikTok or YouTube, because I want to break everything else. No, I want to make things better, and I want nobody to like go down my path until it's legal and regulated. Like, I want people, for instance, to experiment with LSD and mushrooms. I want to encourage that. But I want, in advance of that, for it to become legal and for every trip to be regulated and supervised by a psychiatrist or psychologist. Well, maybe a specialist that just does that watches on a webcam while you trip to make sure that you're okay and that you're not having some kind of mental breakdown from the drugs and you're not in danger or whatever. You know, under those conditions, it's okay to experiment. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But it's such a huge part of my philosophy and politics is that the drug war is so bad for America, and I'm just so irrelevant in politics. And so I make more sweeping generalizations when I get to talk about it, and I end up putting everything private and leaving TikTok in the face of massive tattoo phobia. Oh, and all this just goes to shit in a bucket, really. Who's the best person alive for me? Thank you for watching. I think there are some other people around. Adam Lohr's still around. He needs some love. I might call him later today. Right now I'm going to go call my mom. But I certainly didn't save my drama for my mama, did I? Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.